Tired of hearing? This episode is sponsored by a greens powder guaranteed to change your life. I bought half of these supposedly game-changing supplements, and most were duds. So in this video, I'll break down the supplements that are wasting your time, and I'll show you the top 5 that actually work. So first, I'll show you what to skip. Let's start with the darling of the podcast world, Athletic Greens, or AG1. This packaging says 75 vitamins and minerals, probiotics, and adaptogens. Don't even know what that means. Sounds impressive. Also sounds like someone threw the entire contents of a garden centre into a blender. But here's the bit they don't tell you. Most of it, grasses, literally. Wheatgrass, barley grass, and oat grass, which sounds healthy until you realise grass is one of the most common allergens out there. So if your stomach's been feeling off since you started your morning greens ritual, it might not be a gut microbiome. It might be just hay fever in a cup. Got to work on these jokes. And then there's a proprietary blend. That's industry code for we're not telling you how much of anything is in there. Which is like a restaurant menu that says your meal will contain food. Trust us. Number 2, glutamine. Ah, yes, glutamine, the supplement that's supposed to help with muscle recovery, tissue repair, gut health, your taxes, and probably your relationship too. Except not really. Look, unless you're riding the Tour de France or recovering from a major GI disorder, glutamine is about as useful as a waterproof teabag. Number 3, cheap protein powders with amino-spiking. This one is sneaky. You pick up a tub that says 25 grams of protein per serve. Looks solid. But then you flip it over and see the ingredients like glycine, taurine, and creatine. All amino acids that don't actually build muscle the same way complete proteins do. It's like ordering a steak and getting mince mixed with sawdust. That's probably actually what's in there. Look for leucine content. That's the amino acid that actually triggers muscle growth. If it's under 2.7 grams per 25 grams of protein, chances are it's been padded more than a dodgy resume. I would know. Okay, number 4, pre-workouts. Okay, confession, I used to love pre-workouts. I'd take one scoop, feel like a superhero, start deadlifting to Metallica. Then I'll spend the next 2 hours jittery and wondering if I needed to lie down and questioning my life decisions. Here's the truth. Most pre-workouts are just caffeine dressed up with a neon label. Add in a few underdosed ingredients and a flavor name like Electric Melon Storm. Not bad, though. And you've got the illusion of science. But honestly, you could get the same buzz from a $4 long black and a decent playlist. Okay, next I'll show you what actually helps. Number 1, creatine. This is like the king of the evidence-based supplements. It's not sexy, it doesn't have influencers sipping on it on the beach, but it works. Increases your strength, power, muscle mass, maybe even memory. And it costs about $20 per 3 months worth. Take 3 to 5 grams a day, no loading, no fancy brand needed, just results. Number 2, vitamin D. I live in Australia, I see the sun, and I'm still deficient in vitamin D. Probably because of my Scottish heritage complexion. Vitamin D helps with mood, hormone function, energy, and if you're low, everything else feels a little bit harder. I take about 5,000 IU per day, but don't copy that without checking your levels. This one's not hype, it's a game changer if you're lacking. Number 3, fish oils with EPA plus DHA. Fish oil helps reduce inflammation, supports brain and heart health, and your joints will thank you. Aim for about 2 grams of combined EPA and DHA per day. Here's the catch though, cheap supermarket brands often give you 200 milligrams per capsule. So unless you want to swallow 10 per day, get a good one. Spending more upfront will give you more benefit. Number 4, magnesium. Magnesium helps with sleep, muscle recovery, energy production, and reducing cramping. If you train a lot, sweat a lot, or just feel wired at night, this is a low-cost fix with a big upside. Just like the other supplements, pick well and you'll feel more of the benefit. Number 5, protein powders. I'm not anti-protein shake, but I'm pro-real food. If you're hitting your protein target from meals, amazing. Great job. Keep going the way you're going. However, if you're 95 kilos and struggling to chew your way down 180 grams of protein per day, a clean whey isolate can help. Just don't treat it like a meal plan. It's a bridge, not a base. So most people don't need more supplements. They need fewer bad ones, a little guidance, and to stop listening to anyone with a discount code in their bio. Before you buy the next miracle powder, ask yourself, am I low in this or am I just being sold to? The stuff that works best is usually boring. It doesn't have a flashy label, a tropical flavor, or a celebrity ambassador. So ditch the noise, get back to basics, and if you're still unsure, start with food, sleep, training, and a scoop of creatine. Everything else, usually optional. So now you know which supplements are worth the money and ones you should be putting in the bin. But let's say you've got a wedding coming up, or maybe you just want to look good enough to make your ex regret their life choices. So watch the next video. It's the only one you'll ever need to finally understand how to lose fat, get lean, and build muscle without starving yourself or living in the gym.